starting over because this girl got a little cranky and my mom FaceTimed and it messed up the recording. But we're back. We are back for another episode. It's been a while. I mentioned a couple weeks ago, we need more to talk about. So we need more time for the content. We're going to be uploading once a month and recap things that she went through and things that I went through and dealt with. And I'm hoping that some of you can relate, give advice, or interact with us and say, same, we're doing the same things. So she's now 4 months. The 3 month was fun. Now we're entering the 4 month sleep regression, leap 4 growth spurt, whatever's going on. Aren't they all the same thing? I don't even know. So we're a little cranky. We're now waking up during the night. So she's been sleeping really well. Like 10, 12 hours. But now we're waking up at like 2 a.m., 5 a.m. for feeds, which is good because she's growing. Actually segue into our first topic. Earlier this month, or month 3 or whatever, we had a little blip in our growth. So she was born in like the 80th weight percentile. So she was a little chunky, she was a little swollen. But since then, she's like long, but she's not a big girl. She's little. So now we've dropped down. You know how the doctors chart, they have to stay within their growth chart for like head circumference, length, and weight. She's dropped in the weight. It had been so last time we saw our nurse practitioner, it was at the 2 month mark for her vaccines, and we go this Tuesday, which is going to be good for a little update. But God love my public health nurse. She came in and flagged it for us. So they're supposed to be, and don't quote me on the numbers, but grams per day, about 22, 25 vibe. She was only getting 13, which was really hard to hear as a breastfeeding mom, because we can't quantify how much volume she's getting. I have no idea. I'm just basing it on frequency of feeding. I'm basing it on hunger cues. Like, I'm just feeding her as needed, I guess. So a few things for us to tackle. Girl, I'm talking. She's also very chatty now, screechy. It's funny sometimes. Screechy girl. Anyways, hard to hear because I was like, I felt guilty. I felt like I wasn't doing a good job. It's hard. Postpartum's hard because you're like, I'm doing all that I can. And another thing in my head, I'm like, what's the alternative? Bottle feeding? She's still not taking a bottle. So since my public health visit, we've been making sure we're exhausting and offering both breasts. The night feeds were an option. I really didn't want to wake her up. I didn't want to wake up sleepy girl. But this growth spurt is kind of doing that for me. So like maybe low key we're catching up. I don't know. We're going to find out Tuesday, which is going to be good. Bottles. So we're still in bottle boot camp with Bethany, who was on our last episode. What's up, girl? Do you want another? What else do we have in here? I don't have any other toys in here. I have a soother. Do you want a soother? This is new, guys. Watch her not take it. Oh, you can chew on that. That's fine. Not what you're supposed to do with a soother, but are you looking at yourself? Oh, are you looking at yourself in there? Okay, back to bottle. We're still in bottle boot camp. Bethany encouraged us to make it a habit. We're looking for frequency. She needs to get comfortable with it. We've successfully taken a couple ounces. Bottle preference, not really sure, but we have increased the flow rate of the bottles that we're offering. So the Dr. Brown's, the Avant or whatever, the Laniso, and we're on a medium and fast flow for those because maybe she was trying to work too hard on it. But a couple weeks ago, I found a soother that she likes. And I'll tell you, and I'm sure all of you have done this too, we've tried every soother out there. We had the Avant, I think, the green ones at first from newborn, and she'd like chew on it, like really like just gnaw on it. She would never suckle, never soothe herself. Tommy Tippy, Ultralight, shout out in my storefront. She loves it, and it was a game changer. I'm kind of all over the place. I have notes, but let me see what I touch on. Grams per day, sad for me. Hopefully doing better. The emotions associated that were like guilty, second guessing. Should I be breastfeeding? Yes, I should. I chose this. I love it. I chose it and I love it. It's so cutie to do you. But I'm really excited for her to take a bottle, which the deadline is end of August. I have a bachelorette to go to, and daddy's in charge. And you're gonna eat. He's coming with me though, God forbid. So I'll pump and give you some milkies. Where are we at on the list? Oh yeah, bottle. Earlier this month, I'm feeling really good about it now. But I was like, am I rushing her? Am I rushing me? I wanted to go do workouts. I want to go golfing. Still haven't golfed, guys. Not good. Andrew and I are going to try to do 9 holes coming up and bring her in her car seat. And if I get 2 holes in, that's great. I can breastfeed on the course. Hopefully there's no old men around. That better? Yeah, I'm really eager to have some independence, but I like breastfeeding too. It's fine. And we're 2 months away from solids, so like that's good too. Okay, another thing too, because I'm still breastfeeding, people offering to babysit, it's such a nice gesture, but I have this weird like anxiety around it. Also, I don't want to like, I joke about going to a workout and her starving and Andrew being forced to use a bottle. That's fine because Andrew's the father. I would hate for someone babysitting to do that. And if she was like not feeling it and really wanted to be breastfed, oh my God, I'd feel so bad. Not ready for a babysitter yet. And also, Andrew and I've talked about it too. Like, people are always like, you should go on a date night. I can't wait to go on a date night with her. Like, we're a family now. This is so nice. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't know how you guys feel about that. I'd love to hear how people feel about that. Last time we chatted, I think, hated car seat. And a lot of my anxiety about going out and doing things and being go and on the run is her and I did not. Are you just playing? Her and I did not vibe in the car. She'd get in her car seat and we'd drive for like 5 minutes and she'd be wailing. And at our home or anywhere, I can soothe her and console her right away. But in the car, you can't. I'm driving, right? So I would get in my head and nervous about going for drives and what's it going to be. But as soon as I get to my destination, I'm fine, right? So that's been one of my big barriers. But now with the soother, pop it in her mouth and she's perfect. She'll sleep in the car for, again, half-hour increments because that's her vibe these days. But now they're getting a little bit longer. So we're able to get to our destination, have our wake window somewhere else, and then go for another drive and sleep. It's been so good over the last month. So that's been a game changer. Stroller, still a work in progress. But same concept, give her the soother and she's fine, which is really great. She's also been loving her carrier now, not facing in, inward facing, facing out. She has FOMO and wants to see everything, which is nice. So we have like a secondhand, I don't even know what it's called. I think it's like, I want to say incognito or something, carrier, but we're looking to get another one too. So send your recommendations if you have them, but for a forward facing. I just posted a picture on social media of Andrew carrying her at the Moonlight Bazaar. She was literally in that front facing for like an hour and a half. Loved her life. Was not tired at all. And then when we drove home, slept. It was magical. It was so good. What else? Where are we? Car seat, more comfortable, blah, 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 blah. Oh, anyways, back to the crying. The crying is new to me. Again, like at home, she doesn't cry that much unless she's like really uncomfortable or going through a growth spurt, but like never like uncomfortable or scared or anything. So the car crying was really new to me. I think that's where my anxiety came from. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And then I have to like pull over and soothe her. I think I'm soothing her with my boob and stuff, but now we got to soothe her and we love life. Don't we, Eloise? Okay, what else? Oh, this past month too. Guys, how are we budgeting on EI? So I went on mat leave in March. So I'm a couple months in. I did up a budget to look at my spending from January to now. I have been spending way too much money. I had to delete my Amazon Prime, although it did not fix the problem because I can wait a couple days for a delivery. So that's still an issue. Shopping too much. And most of my money goes to shopping, both for her and for myself, which was excessive. And also fast food, which I cannot be doing. So after I did up a bit of a budget and then also looked at what my EI payments are going to be for the 18-month leave, disgusting. I think it's not enough to cover my bills. So poor Andrew, he's got to work hard. But budgeting is important because, I mean, everyone does go into a little bit of debt or lives very differently while on mat leave because you have to. But something within my control is not eating out as much. So we looked up, Eloise and I looked up because she can read now. She's so advanced. Some like freezer bag meals that we can prep. We also looked at dump and bake meals, so super easy, which is nice because Andrew, there's one day a week Andrew works in Woodstock, so long days. And long days for mom at home, like long. So he's only home at 9 p.m. So I'm eating all my meals with her. So I do like a dump and bake meal. So like one example was like a rice, boursin, chicken, and broccoli bake. Dump it all in the casserole dish and put it in the oven. So stuff like that has made it so much easier meal planning. So then we're able to budget our weekly grocery list, which has been really nice instead of ordering out, hasn't it? You really enjoyed it through the milk. Shopping. And I need to sell some stuff because I've been so bad. It's hilarious that I'm like trying to influence you guys to buy things, but don't buy too much because like I'm looking at her crib right now and I have muslin blankets that I literally haven't seen because they've been in a bin because I haven't used them yet. I need to sell some stuff. So up to month 4, you don't need much. Maybe like 5 muslin blankets. And I'm trying to do laundry every Sunday. So today's laundry day. This is Sunday. We have more than enough clothes. We have too much clothes. So we're trying to be better. We need to spend less money. We've got a long mat leave left of literally no monies. So we need to find things to do at low cost. Parks. I can't wait till I can put sunscreen on you. That's going to be fun. We've been shade girls. So I've, again, bought self tanner so I can have a little bit of a glow. But you're pale and pasty, but we can be in the sun later. Started stroller fit. Again, we're challenging the stroller environment. Still not going great, but I'm going to start bringing my my carrier, and it's really good and it's so cool to see other moms in the same situations as you. Because at first I was like, oh my God, what if she like starts crying during the workout? What if I can't do the workout? Oh my God, we're all sitting crying, babies whipping boobs out, doing 3 exercises and then not. It's really nice to see because it makes you feel so much better and you're meeting a bunch of moms. You're getting out and being social. Like for example, the class is at like 10:45. We get home around 1, so that's a nice morning and that's twice a week. So that's a nice activity for us to do together. Where are we? Budgeting, freezer bag meals, dumping meals. Oh, pelvic floor update. If you're not doing pelvic floor because you don't think you need to, go do it because It's needed. And it's really helping too, because like if you're an athlete or athletic at all and you're excited to get back in shape and lose some weight, it's important to make sure that everything is feeling good and make sure that you're activating the right muscles and activating your pelvic floor when you're exercising. I probably never in my life engaged my core the proper way. So I've been going to a couple of appointments, checking in, seeing where my, I don't want to call them deficiencies, but seeing where my weaknesses are and where I need to work on. That's been really nice to do prior to going into these workout classes. A month or two ago, we also checked out to see how I was healing because I had been cleared by my OB, but my pelvic floor therapist, she wanted to see if I was sensitive to the touch. So like sexy time. She did a little poking around. We hadn't had sex yet. I was scared. That really hurt. So she gave me some things to do. It's going to sound really gross, but like put some pressure on it and like massage it, because it's just tissue that's still healing, right? And the nerve endings down there. So good for you ladies that are ready to have sex right away, because I wasn't. I was not ready. We also this past month got an IUD, and I've never had an IUD before, because to each their own about having babies right back to back. Although like we did IVF, am I able to have one naturally? That would be amazing. So like low key, it would be a blessing. I would like to wait till she's 2-ish. So mommy needed to get an IUD. They offered up options like immediately when I was a zombie in the hospital. Progesterone oral pill, which you have to take apparently same time every day, and I can't do that. I literally take my prenatal morning, noon, and night. I forget sometimes. No, I don't. But I wasn't able to commit to that. And IUD made me a little nervous because a little traumatic birth vagine things going on. And I was like, oh my God, is it going to hurt? And at my appointment, she said that she was going to prescribe misoprostol or whatever, the ripening agent that I took to induce labor. So I was like, nervous. So I had to insert it the night before my IUD insertion and then the morning of. Anyways, easy peasy. Didn't even feel it. It was crazy. So it's the 8-year one, but I'll get it taken out when we're ready to try naturally. And then we'll try naturally for a couple months for a little sibling. And then if not, we'll call the fertility clinic. And that's okay. And that's okay. But wait a couple years. I'm not ready yet. I'm still figuring this out. Still figuring this little baby out. But would love to hear about anyone else's IUD experiences. But yeah, I had Patterson do mine, if I'm allowed to say that. Oh, right. Hemorrhoid versus fissure. I thought I had a hemorrhoid from vaginal birth. Apparently, it's like a thing all the time. Pooping hurts, a little bit of blood here and there. Guys, it lasted weeks, and it wasn't external. I couldn't see anything, but it fucking killed. I was taking Restorelax to soften literally soften the shit up, and the pharmacist told me to take fiber, and I'm like, doesn't that defeat the purpose? I'm scared to take fiber, increase my fiber. But I guess the whole premise is like keeping it regular vibes. And I'm not constipated. I just cried every time I would go poop. And I explained it to my OB when I went in that it felt like, it's gross, it felt like a paper cut, just opening. It felt like I was tearing every poop. And she goes, that's an anal fissure. And I said, help, what do I do? And she said, Vaseline. And I said, inside? But she said, no, just the outside. You just need it to heal. It's not having time to heal because you're going to the bathroom all the time. But increase fluids, which I definitely have not been drinking enough water, and you're supposed to like excessively hydrate when you're breastfeeding too. So more water, stool softener, Restorelax, shout out, and Metamucil, some fiber to keep yourself regular. And I got a Vaseline stick. This sounds disgusting, but sorry, you're listening to this podcast. Like a Vaseline stick. 3 days, healed. Love it. Although I think it's coming back. But now I know how to tackle it. Don't Google anal fissure. Don't do it. Something else we did the last month is we joined a solids webinar. Obviously, way too early. She wasn't even 4 months, and you should only start solids at 6 months. Talk to your doctor or NP. But anyways, we joined the webinar, which made me so excited to start solids. It gave me like a meal plan of how to introduce textures, and you're supposed to introduce textures almost as soon as possible because you want to avoid texture aversion. A few things that I learned from this webinar is purees are great, mix them in, but textures soon. So like the first meal I think is mashed up banana, so a little lumpy. And the next day is like sweet potato mashed up with hemp parts or something. Anyways, super cool, super informative. Another fun fact that I learned too, because choking is scary, and that's usually the toughest thing for starting. Like you hear horse, or I'm so nervous because they're gonna choke or gag. Gagging is normal. Gagging is them learning to use their gag reflex and projecting them, right? And there's a difference between gagging and choking. Choking, no noise, gagging, noise. But one thing that I think she was an OT, pediatric OT or something, or dietitian, something. Dietitian makes more sense. But she said the biggest mistake is when your child is choking or gagging is for us to stand up. So then the child will look up and it'll lodge further down. So what you do is you get lower and encourage them. You're doing a good job, choke or cough it out, blah, blah, blah. But getting lower helps them kind of move their head down so they're not lodging the food item further back. Anyways, I'm really excited to start solids. It's going to be, I think it's because I'm type A and crazy, but it's going to be a project and I'm really looking forward to it. And it gives you like a meal plan and a grocery list. It's called, wait, I'll look it up. I think it's called Little Eaters. Little Eaters, My Little Eater. Look it up. So cool. Really enjoy it. Can't wait to eat bananas and other things. Starting to read about sleep training. Like I said, her naps are 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I think her 2 naps today have been 45 minutes. Oh my gosh, are you pooping? Why do you always poop during these? So we had been, and this is the thing that I was doing. So again, reading, sleep training and stuff. You want to reduce the amount of, I don't know what term they use, like soother, nursing to sleep. You want them to eventually fall asleep independently. Like I set her in the crib and she falls asleep, which is scary to me. And I don't think she's ready for that yet. So we're making little baby steps. But she's been sleeping, not co-sleeping, but sleeping in our bed for naps. So I'll put her down in our big bed with some pillows or whatever. And I had been nursing her to sleep. Now I'm not, because I'm trying to feed her before, like she eats before she goes down for the nap. And then if needed, I'll pop the soother in, but I'll lay there for about 50 or 5 minutes until she falls asleep, and then I can roll away. So yay for independence during naps. For me, independence, and also her napping on her own. Her naps are still so light. She's a light sleeper that if I were to transfer her, she'd wake up, I think. So we need to figure that out. So I'm starting to read about sleep training. Ferber method sounds terrible. Extinction, terrible. So if any of you guys have any recommendations on books or what you're doing, let a girl know and we can let everybody else know. But I think after we get out of this, like sleep regression, funky sleep thing, and she starts sleeping through the night again consistently, I think we're going to do our first crib sleep. I think we're going to sleep in the crib. And maybe if she sleeps in the crib overnight, she'll become more familiar with the environment and then won't freak out if we do daytime crib naps. Anyway, sleep training's a little daunting. I don't like to call it, well, Bethany and I, sleep vibes. I don't want to call it sleep training because she sleeps. She's not fighting it. I thought that died again because it died last episode and you guys couldn't really hear me. So yeah, any recommendations on sleep vibes? Give them to us. We would love to hear them because we're sleepy girls. Sleepy girls. And it's nice to, I just can't say enough about these soothers. Andrew's able to put her down for a nap now, which is nice. He's so nice that Daddy could put you to sleep because Mommy was doing everything. Oh yeah, big bed naps. Okay, I had big bed naps. I'm able to roll away, which is nice. It's so nice. So I'm able to like go put a load of laundry in or eat by myself or like just sit and do stuff without you. But I miss you during your nap. So yeah, the start of the sleep regression I think started within this past month where she started having these weird false starts to the evening. So I didn't know if it was like she still needed another nap or. You okay? You okay? Hey, yeah. Anyways, started with false starts, which she doesn't have anymore, which is nice. But like we had a good week or two of false starts, and then she'd sleep her full night through, and then now it's sleeps for like 4 hours, wakes up, whatever. We're still getting 12 hours total, but the night wakings for a quick feed. But it's like a dream feed. Can I help you, miss? Can I help you? We're almost done. Oh yeah. Okay. Canada Day was our first time. And again, doing things by myself, being overwhelmed in the car was a big barrier for me. When you have your partner or someone else a second set of hands, life is so much better. So Canada Day was our first family day of multiple activities and being go, go, go. So we had gone and watched some volleyball at the beach courts during one of her wake windows, which is just close to our house. And then when she was due for a nap, we went for a drive. So she slept for half hour. Are you done? Are you done? Do we need to pause and Daddy come get you? What do you think? Are you done? Are you done? Do you see yourself in the camera? So we watched some beach volleyball and then left for her nap. And then we went to a pool party and she went into the pool for the first time. Andrew took her in. And again, was not a fan of baths for the longest time. I had been getting in the tub with her in a bathing suit and just like sitting in there to make it a bit more enjoyable. Loved the pool. Didn't hate it. And then when she was due for a nap, we left again, went for a drive, and then we met up with some people at a brewery. Like I'm telling you, jam-packed activities. She did so well. Andrew and I got home and I was like, I am so proud of her and also proud of us because we prioritized her sleep. And she had such a good day. And I just kind of like looked at myself. I was like, she can do it. We can do this. But again, all of that is so much easier when you have a second set of hands, like changing her, I have to feed her, gathering all your belongings. It's just a little less overwhelming, but my goodness, she's adaptable. And I think it's because she likes socializing. She loves seeing people and meeting new babies. Hilarious to see her interact with a baby. She like shakes like this. She's like, oh my gosh. What else? What else? Oh, we just had a bath today and she was in the bath by herself. Growing. We're growing up. We are growing up. And the last thing on my list was soother versus boob to sleep. And I already covered that. So is that our month? It's flying by, guys. It's like going so quickly, but also so slow at the same time. It's hard to describe it. I am still loving motherhood. Yeah. We're seeing these milestones like pop up daily. She giggled last night. Oh, I cried. Mommy cried. It was so cute. But yeah, I'm excited to update you guys next month. Hopefully there's more exciting things. I would love to hear what you guys are going through if you just went through month 3 or when you go through month 3. Yeah, tell us. because I feel like we all go through the same thing. Maybe just a little bit different. What do you think, Eloise? Are we done? I don't even know if that was exciting, but that's literally our month. I should take better notes going forward. You want to say goodbye? Oh, God. I hope you're not pooping. Imagine I pick her up and there's poop everywhere. Yep. Yep. Bye.